Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'm going to be starting a big challenge. This is probably not something you'd usually see from a new game developer like me, but I'm going to be attempting to make and publish my dream platformer game. So basically, the reason why I decided to do this is because I want to do something that not many people do, and that's make a big scope game before they're ready. You know, I don't really know how I'm trying to explain this, but anyways, we're just gonna get into it. There's no name yet, but I guess we'll name it Virus Control. But anyways, this is a platformer game. Now, this might not make sense by the title until I read the what it is. Basically, you are an antivirus trying to beat off a virus by completing levels and beating bosses, which are different parts of the virus. Levels, I don't have levels yet. This might even turn into a Metroidvania game because I think I could do that pretty well. Yeah, pretty much I have no idea how viruses work and antiviruses work, so I'm going to implement how those do work into a thing. But basically what we want is we're going to start off with the main node, which isn't nothing yet. We do need to create a new folder for scenes, and we're going to create another new folder for, what did I do? Create a new folder for assets, and we're going to create a new folder for scripts. There we go. So obviously now we can save this under the scenes folder. Now we don't have a character yet, but that's fine because we need a character anyways. So we're gonna click another node. We're gonna go to a character body 2D node and create it, and there we go. So character body needs a shape, so we're gonna give him a collision shape 2D. We're also gonna give him a sprite. We don't have a sprite yet, but for right now we can have one. So yeah, collision, we do need a shape, but we're gonna quickly just create a quick square that'll be used for the sprite currently. It's nothing too fancy, just a gray square. That way we can coding games. Godot games. Oh, I need a new folder. Hold on 1 second, please. Alright, so now we have the things that we need. I created a ground for the basics. I think next episode is when we'll do textures, but for this episode, I'll probably just work on the main game mechanics. Yeah, pretty much that's probably my main goal, is the game mechanics. I don't have many game mechanics yet. I want a shooting type thing. We won't have a weapon for it. It'll just be shooting like a white thing out of your body. I don't really know. Or shooting something that's gonna fight off the enemies. And other things, I don't quite know. But, that's okay. Anyways, we can go to games and virus control, assets, textures. Ooh, let's actually drag the whole textures folder into the assets folder. Textures and player. So here we go. We can go to sprite 2D and place down the player. The players are 32 by 32. Gray square, so that's not a problem with this. We do want to put it over underneath, that way we can tell where the thing needs to go. There we go. So now we have a player. I'm gonna rename most of these, that way it's easier in the future, just in case I need to change things. I don't have a clue on how levels work. For my last platformer game, that wasn't the best. It was literally just you creating a new scene that had everything in it, which I think there's just a way you can not remove, but just place a layer down. Not a layer, but a level node inside of the main node. I don't know exactly, but whatever. Alright, so now I can save this under the player scene, and we can, under the main scene, we're just gonna add a tile mat layer and tile nodes, multiple tile player nodes. Okay. We need to create a new tile set, which is a problem because my texture is well, actually, I guess it's not really a problem right now because, yeah, it's really not a problem right now. Okay, here we go. We can just, boom, and create our layers. What's the project? Oh, project settings. Window. Let's make this 1280 by 720. Just for right now. Getting project settings. Basically just making ground and a few slopes. That way we can work on the, whatchamacallit, just the main thing. Cute dude jumping things or whatever, places to jump on. And there we go. So now we can import the player. That's the texture. We can import the player scene. It's not gonna do nothing right now, obviously, but we can put them in there. And we go to the player node. Under player node, the main player node, we can add a script. This should be everything that we need. We don't have a actual, yeah, we kind of do need a, I forgot how to do this. All right, so now we got a working jump and things like that. I think we do want it to jump a little bit higher than this probably. Let's go ahead and move the player to this one. And let's see how good he can actually jump. Hold on, we gotta change this. Okay, input map up. That is going to be either the W key, the space bar, just in case you want to, or the up arrow. There we go. Left. That's either going to be the A key or the left arrow. And right. That is either going to be the D key or the right arrow. There we go. Now we can go into the script and change this. And that should now work better. Yep, there we go. Oh, we're jumping a little bit too far. But that's okay, because we'll change this later when I change the script. So the jump velocity, let's go 500. There we go. Now we got a better jump. Can we reach the top? Yes, we barely can. There we go. So now we got our basic jumping mechanics. Now what do we need? Well, we probably need to be able to not, you know, fall off the edge, probably. So let's go to the main. Let's add a static body 2D. Oh, shoot. Wrong button. No, delete. Delete. Okay. We're gonna add a static body 2D node. And we're gonna add a collision shape. Collision shape 2D node. We're gonna find this, I think. Static body 2D. There we go. We're gonna add a shape, which will be a rectangle. We can put it there, there, and all the way down there. And then we can just Control C, Control V. Whoa, actually, that's not gonna work. We're gonna do copy this, paste this. We can move this one over that way. That works. And we don't need to worry about the sides or so now we can't go past the wall. And for right now, that is how we're going to do it. Later, when we get more into levels, the levels will be bigger, kind of like in Mario, where they stretch across the screen. So if we're going to do that, we're going to need a camera 2D node. And for right now, we can just leave it as the default. It shouldn't need to move anything. Nothing should. It shouldn't. Yes, it does move actually, but that's okay because even though we have this blocked off right now, that's still gonna be fine. What else will we need? Probably wall jumping, but how exactly do we do that? I don't know. Let's go into the script and try and see if we can create a new function. And this is going to be wall underscore jump function. I'm going to quickly mess around, see if I can figure this out. So I'll see you guys whenever I figure it out. Okay, well, we have more of a wall climbing than a wall jumping. Let's see if we can fix that. All right, now I have wall jumping implemented. So that's good. Now, the last thing that we're going to be adding for this devlog is going to be you can't actually wall jump on the edge, which I guess we could change that later, but the last thing that we're going to add is going to be an upgrade in the future. So will the wall jumping be? Or I don't know. I don't know yet. But the last thing that we're going to add is a double jump. So in order to do that, oopsies, not going to do that. In order to do that, we're going to create a new function. This one's going to be double jump. And I pretty much already have this code for the other platformer that I did. So I'm just going to copy and paste it. All right, so now we should have a working double jump. There we go. We have a working double jump. So yeah, pretty much maybe next devlog will add not acceleration, but friction. But for right now, we just have our wall jump, our double jump, and our walking / moving or whatever. That's going to be the end of today's devlog. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next devlog. Goodbye.